Good morning, Bastion Bobcats. I hope you are doing well and have had an excellent start to your day. Well, I needed some exercise. I decided to go out, do a little hike, enjoy nature, get some fresh air into my brain, get some exercise for my body. As you may remember, this is book week. I'm going to be reading a book every day. And yesterday, I hope everybody enjoyed the book on kindness. Hopefully, you were able to do something kind for somebody or yourself yesterday, and then that will continue on. I hope you enjoy today's book. Whew, getting a little winded here walking up this massive hill.
Walk on the Wild Side. Written and illustrated by Nicholas Oldland. There once was a bear, a moose, and a beaver who loved adventure, but sometimes their competitive natures got in the way of having fun. One sunny morning, the bear, the moose, and the beaver decided it was a great day to climb a mountain. To get to the mountain, they descended into a valley, walked through a grassy field. Are we there yet? Waded through a stream, and crossed a deep canyon. Don't look down! At the foot of the mountain, they stopped for a snack. Between mouthfuls, the bear, the moose, and the beaver discussed ways to make their hike more interesting. The beaver thought the best way to add some excitement was to make it a race. I'm number one. As soon as they finished their last bites, the three friends were off and running. The race was on. Thanks to his long legs, the moose took an early lead, but the beaver and the bear followed right on his trail. Then, just as the moose rounded a bend in the mountain path, a boulder came tumbling down toward him. Fortunately, the moose jumped out of harm's way just in time. Unfortunately, he had jumped over the side of the mountain. Ah! When the beaver rounded the bend, the moose was out of sight. Worried that he had fallen behind, the beaver picked up his pace. When the bear came running by, he heard the moose's cry for help. The bear followed the sound to the mountain's edge, where he saw the moose dangling from a tree branch. Help! Fearlessly, the bear attempted a daring rescue. Sadly, he failed. Oops! Thanks to the moose's quick reflexes, the bear's life was saved. Thanks. But now they were both hanging on for their lives. The moose and the bear's cries for help echoed up the mountain. The beaver followed their calls back down the path. Help! Help! The beaver's instincts kicked in. He chewed down a tree, carved out a few notches, and lowered the simple ladder to the moose and the bear so they could climb up. Ugh. Back on solid ground, the three friends realized their hike had become a little too exciting. If they were going to make it to the top of the mountain, a slower pace might be better. And that's when their hike became truly interesting. They explored a dark cave, discovered a prehistoric fossil, and helped one another along the way. At the end of the day, the bear, the moose, and the beaver agreed that reaching the top of the mountain was great, but enjoying the journey together was even better.
I hope you enjoyed that one. That's a pretty good book series. Nicholas Oldland, you have to check out a few more books by him. So, in this book, we want to make sure that we are appreciating nature, appreciating where we live. Don't take it for granted. Take care of the nature around us. Here's what I'd like you to do today, maybe even later this week. I want you to go out for a hike with your family, a nature hike. We have beautiful trails around Salmon Arm, beautiful trails in Sicamous, Enderby, Armstrong, Sorrento. If not this week, maybe this weekend you can go for a hike with your family. And I want you to take note. I want you to think about where you are. Think about the beauty, and I want you to look around with a curious mind. What kind of things do you see that if you were walking around looking on a cell phone, if you were zipping by as if it were a race, what kind of things might you have missed? So, here's what I'd like you to do. Go on this hike, but take a field journal with you. And in that field journal, I want you to write down some of the beautiful things you might see. I want you to do a sketch. Just sit in nature and just pay attention to the sounds, the smells. Look under logs, look under rocks. What are some of those interesting things that you see? Enjoy, have fun, and pay attention to the beauty that surrounds you. Talk to you later.